Hey, so good to see you guys. Let's see who we have here tonight. Alrighty, that's okay, Daisy. We totally understand. Hi, Wayne, Angel, Phoebe, Russell, Diane, Roro. Wow. And let's see, Raymond. And oh, there's Rena, Sue, Carol. Wow, everybody's here tonight. I'm so excited. I can't wait to show you guys what I'm doing. So tonight I thought I would do a farm pass goal on my main farm because I think I'm gonna level up to a big level that has, well, it's a level that has a big prize. Let's just put it that way. And I wanted to share that with you guys. And then so we have the event going on today with Farm Pass with the double points. And so that should happen. And we'll do a little bit of gameplay. And then I have a surprise for you guys. We're going to have a Halloween tale talk. I'm going to tell you guys a story about a little bit of Halloween history. It's actually pretty interesting. And I've got some surprises for you on the screen as well. So, who else do we have to say hello here? We've got Mina and Cute Kitty and Peter. All right, Lupe. Wow, well, thank you guys for coming. All right, so I think I've improved on my overlay. How does it look to you guys? Phoebe, it's not really, well, I don't know, it's not really scary. But I got my fireplace in the background, so we're going to pretend like we are sitting by the fire and listening to a Halloween story tonight. So you guys, do you think the overlay looks a little better tonight? Been working on that today. And I've got Phoebe here tonight, and she's going to help whip that bot into shape for me if it starts to act up. I made some changes on it, so hopefully there will not be any more of those crazy messages that limit what you guys say. Hey, Sam! So good to see you. Long time no see. All right, guys. So shall we just kind of get started here a little bit on some of the gameplay? And then we will move on to Farm Pass and leveling up. All right, so looks like I've got some pets to feed. I'm going to get started on those while you guys are still saying your hellos. Oh, hi, Gabby. Betty Boop. Good to see you. Yes, Sam, I think I might possibly talk more than I play too. Gotta learn to get better at juggling here, right? So I noticed something today that I wanted to point out to you guys that maybe it's happened to you before. Maybe it'll let me do it again. But twice today, I have tried to use the add to get 50% off of the item that I put in production. And let me see. Hopefully it'll do it again. I should be ready for another try so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Hi, Nikki. Good to see you. Okay, let's go and see if we can, let's finish my pets. Y'all want to see some of my pets' names? For the horses, I started out by doing like derby names. I actually Googled derby names. Anything associated with the Kentucky Derby. And these were some of the names that came up, and they're drinks, unfortunately. But, and then here's Garland of Roses. Gwinnett Gladiators. That's a local hockey team that my husband and I went to right after we got married. Lily of the Valley is one of my favorite flowers. And Brasstown Ball, that's a place that he and I went hiking when we were dating. Living to the moon and back, that's our saying. So I really haven't been married that long, guys. We got married a couple of years ago. And I'm so excited, but I finally got enough of these on the wheel. I thought they were so cool. And it's taken quite a while just to get those for you, but I just love those. Ooh. On my Facebook today, somebody created a video of my farm, my Halloween area here, and they did a super cool job of with effects, like making it nighttime, and then it had like thunder and rain going on, and it was so cool. If you guys are on my Facebook, maybe you'll see it, but it was really cool. Oh, Streamlabs is working, yay! Let's try clicking on one of these. Okay. Where did my chat window go? Oops. There it is. Oh, there's Nightbot. Looking good so far. Hey, Rockstar! Yes, I did, Sam. I started decorating for Halloween. Let me explain it to you. I have a little story behind my decoration. So have you guys ever been to like a walk through Halloween attraction, where you walk through trails and you get scared and all that kind of stuff? And so I wanted to create something kind of like that. So my little tourists, they come in and they meander through the graveyard and they take their pictures. I even put this here because it's all broken and everything. I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. It kind of fits in. Didn't quite know what to do with that decoration, guys, that we got. So they meander through the graveyard. They take pictures, and we have our little policeman here to protect them from grave robbers. These two that are getting ready to be put to rest. And then when they get down here, they find the walking trail through the woods, the spooky trail, I like to call it. And they end up down here trapped with this witch. And she turns them into a jaw-snapping potted plant. That used to be a visitor. And so that's kind of like my tale of that, my thought process. But I don't know what kind of Halloween decorations we're going to be getting. So who knows? Thanks, Phoebe. I probably put a little too much thought into things. But I'm a deco nut, so I do put a lot of thought into my decorations usually. I hope you do too, Russell. I hope we get some good ones. Let's take another look at the ones on our farm pass. So, since we're getting ready to do that anyway. There we are. So, the jack-o'-lantern scarecrow and the chickies. I think that's the costume making thing. Yes, right, that's the costume making thing. Wow, it's gonna be a few more days before I get to that. I don't know how far you guys are. Have y'all been taking advantage of today's event with the double points? Raymond. The plant looks familiar. I think it's a family member. Don't think you'll walk on that trail, huh, Diane? Yeah, have you been on anything like that before? I've been on ones where they throw stuff at you and jump at you and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's pretty scary. Russell, only 2. What's Russell only 2 of? I hope we get new ones. What did I miss? I am done. Russell says he's done. Okay. All right. So I have not collected my points right here, you guys, because I think it's going to level me up. So y'all ready? I'm pretty excited about this one because of you know, because of our rewards. So here we go. Here we go. Oh, Sam, Bella, what are your thoughts on the Halloween decorations from Farm Pass? I feel like, okay, great. It's great that we have 2. I mean, they did give us something. I just feel like the car is lovely. I do like the car. But I just think that maybe that could have been put in another month. Maybe a month that doesn't have a holiday, or maybe in the summer, and, you know, maybe giving us another decoration. But I think we usually only get 2 decorations per Farm Pass. Is that right, you guys? Diane. Oh, Raymond, well, you know, I don't normally finish the Farm Pass on my baby farms because I just don't have time. I mean, I do the free ones on my baby farms. Yeah, that's an idea, Phoebe. Make the car black and orange. Let's see, what color? Oh, it's pink. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe like the Munsters. I don't know, y'all might be too young for that. The Munsters car. It was pretty spooky. All right, guys, you ready? Here we go. Let's see if I am going to level up. I got 50 diamonds. Wow, 50 diamonds, 50 diamonds. Let's chant for that one. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So, I mean, I just bought some diamonds too. Let me tell you, I'll show y'all what I bought. I broke down. I have not seen very many of the autumn decorations. So I wanted to show y'all that real quick too, since we're here together. There's the gazebo. I like how the pumpkins bounce. Yep, there's the gazebo and my diamonds. I know, right, Sam? You know, level 150 isn't much, but those diamonds sure are. I don't think, did I get any more plots? No, I didn't. Darn. No more land. Okay. So we're done with that Farm Pass. And I leveled up. And then I was going to try to show y'all the ad thing. Where am I? Okay. So if y'all are watching, this is the same one that I tried to use it on earlier. So I'm clicking on that. We got Candy Crush this time. Hi Ian, thanks for coming. Who's level 2? Oh my gosh, wait. So I I was struggling. Yes, Phoebe, I remembered you had mentioned that you like the gazebo. I like it too. Yes, and Sam, I was going to show y'all the umbrella. I didn't buy all three. I just couldn't. I couldn't bring myself to spend that many diamonds. I just couldn't. So let's see if it works, y'all. Here we go. Last time it knocked me out of the game, and when I came back, it wasn't there, and it worked this time. That's because you're on camera. Is that right? Yes, you're behaving because you're on camera. Well, that's good because I got a puzzle boat coming, guys. Trying to get ready for that puzzle boat. So there's the gazebo, yeah, and then in my baby farm, I'll show you what Sam's talking about if you guys don't have it yet. Here's the umbrella. I didn't know where to put it, but that's the umbrella. So you can see compared to my little piggies, it is pretty small. So this one, I was going to finish up some truck orders. Are y'all hearing music? All right. How many more do we have? 2 more, guys. I'm not going to make the sanctuary thing, I don't think. Let's go look. It's baby farm, you know. Baby farm is low priority. Yeah, not going to happen. Three of your devices do not have the add option. You know, when I really used it a lot is when we were doing those events, those Oktoberfest and mooncake stuff. Bye, Sam. Thank you so much for coming in and seeing us. Thank you. Okay, cool, Rena. All right, should we do a few more truck orders? All right, see if we can finish this one up. Unfortunately, this farm's not going to level up. And you know what, guys? I don't collect my boosters right away like I used to because I'm always full. And I'm always having to make a decision on what to let go or use diamonds, which I don't really like to do very much. There we go. We got it. So Phoebe, everything's looking good with the bot tonight, huh? You guys, much better, right? It was a disaster last time. Okay, let's go to the road. So that fireplace I have back there is an electric fireplace, and it's one of those Amish made ones that I basically inherited it from my grandfather. It's pretty old. And I don't know if y'all can hear the squeaky belt. It's a fire with a squeak effect. Oh, so Diane, when I collect those, they're one of the diamond ones. It doesn't count against me. I didn't even think about that. I thought it did. Okay. Well, we're done with this farm, y'all. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're doing good. Okay, so this one. Okay, I had the soybeans ready to go on this one. We could test. Raymond. It was the first time I tried to use him. He wasn't broken in yet. He was very, very squeaky. He needed a lot of oil, like the Tin Man. He's like, no, no. You thought we're just. Hi, Lori. Yes, it's my squeaky fireplace. Okay. So we were going to do soybeans. So we bought this house. It'll be 2 years in February. And I was so bummed that after we moved in, it was not disclosed that the fireplace was not in good condition. We had a chimney sweeper come in to clean it up so we could use it, and then we found out that it was not usable. And I love fires. So this is the only fire I have as my Amish electric fireplace. So I use it. Hopefully one day we'll be able to get the fireplace converted to a gas one, you know? Well, he's really going on this one. Wow. Okay, trucks. Oh, activated booster, y'all. That should get me. Which one should I do? Probably gonna be going to bed fairly soon. Probably should use him. There we go. Need more goat milk. Oh. Yes, I know. Okay, so lots of cream. I do a lot of cheese on baby farms because sometimes I have to buy it from here. Okay, we'll just leave it at that for now. Peter Cottontail. I should sing Peter Cottontail, but I can't remember how it goes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Truck orders. Here comes Peter Cottontail. Oh gosh, how does it go? Peter Cottontail. I should see if I could find that song. Peter Cottontail, let's see. Ah! Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. Oh, am I gonna get copyrighted for playing this on my phone? Oh, okay. I'll turn it off. Don't want that. That was cute though. And by the way, it is the Kaboomers Preschool Songs and Nurseries for Easter by the Kaboomers Kids Music Channel. There. Okay, I mentioned it. Oops. You know, sometimes I forget that I have to be more careful. That this is actually out in the world. Now there will you will hear something in a little while, but it will be put onto my description when the stream is over. So don't worry about that. It will be credited. Let's put it that way. So who's going trick-or-treating this year? Do you have kids or grandkids you're going to be taking out? Do you have neighborhoods? Do you go to parties? How do y'all like to celebrate Halloween? We will be staying at home and giving out candy because I love to do that. We had the cutest kids last year. Oh, they were precious. I got the really little kids. I was like afraid they might choke on candy, so I got them these little stuffed animals that were like Halloween themed, you know, like mummies and cats and things like that. And these little they're like little games that they could play tic-tac-toe on. And so I love to give out candy to the little trick-or-treaters. They're so adorable. Stay home and play Hayday. Watching movies. Oh! Do you watch Halloween? Like for the umpteenth time, Russell? How many more do we have? 4 more. Yeah, see, this might tell y'all my age a little bit, but I was like a teenager when Halloween and Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and all that came out. Those were really scary to me back then. That's okay, Nikki. I've lived in places before where there were no trick-or-treaters. In fact, where we just moved from before here, it was like a single street with maybe 12 houses on it, and there were no trick-or-treaters. That was sad. I once lived in a neighborhood when my daughter was maybe 9 or so. Yeah, about 9 or 10. And there were tons of kids in that neighborhood. And it would take like 2-3 hours to walk through the whole neighborhood. And so there were a few golf carts running around that night. People would just hop on those golf carts and they would get more houses and get more candy that way. It was the cool thing to do, you know, to have a golf cart. There we go. We did it. Oh, I've gotten, oh my gosh, I've gotten farther on this one than I do in my main. Geez, did I just finish? Nope, I didn't finish. That was pretty close though. Wow. I got a decoration. Yay. So, okay, so let's look at this. All right, so here's my boosters. There's no exclamation point right now. And I trust you guys, but I'm just going to go ahead and collect these boosters. Okay, got a puzzle piece. There's my booster. Got a level threshold. Oh, you know what? I can. Look, guys. Baby Farm can get a bird if I have enough colored vouchers, that is. Peter. Peter, I buy the candy so I can eat it all up. I know, Phoebe, right? If we buy candy too early, we end up eating about half of it. So we try to wait until a day or two before Halloween. My husband and I are both sweet teeth kind of people. We love sweets. Last year you had a group come trick-or-treating on a hay wagon? That's cool. I guess they were pulling it with a truck, not a horse. Phoebe, Peter, I got Hershey's with almonds and I'm going to eat them all up before Halloween. So, oh my gosh, y'all are making me want candy so bad right now. I was on an ice cream binge and I had to stop, so now I'm just eating sugar-free pudding. Okay, let's see if I can get a bird. See if I have enough color vouchers. Because I want to get to the surprise with you guys. I'm excited about it. All right. 10 green, 4 tan, 10 green. Oh, I can do one of those. 10 green or 4 tan. I can get the toucan or the cockatoo. Let's see. Oh, maybe I can get a pelican. 8 purple. Oh, I've got 8 purple. Yay. Let's see. How many blue was that? Can't get the one with the blue. Okay. So it looks like I have a pelican, I have a heron, I've got a cockatoo, I've got a toucan. Yeah, guys, it looks like I have like one of each, pretty much. Oh, Wayne, where do y'all have over in the UK for donut shops? Like we have chains over here called Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts. And I personally think that Publix has the best donuts. They're bigger and the frosting is softer and the donuts are softer. So those are my favorite Publix. Okay, I'm going to get a bird, y'all. You want to make any name suggestions? Let's see, where's my birdhouse? Up here. I'm kind of partial to these cockatoos, but the pelicans are so goofy and cute. Let's get another pelican. Is that cool with you guys? Another pelican? There he is. Australian pelican. So let's see, what shall we name the Australian pelican? He's white with black tips. Oh, how about this? Rocky. Rocky the pelican. Because sometimes you see them perched on rocks at the beach. Yes? I miss my Krispy Kremes. Oh, y'all have Krispy Kremes in the UK. Awesome. Man, they're everywhere then. Shipley's. It seems like I've heard of that name from somewhere before. Beaks. I like that. That's cute. Little Rock. That's cute too. How about this one? Lil Rocky Beak Was it Beaks with an S? Where did it go? Little Rocky Beaks. It took it. Yay! That is now Little Rocky Beaks. All right. Are y'all ready for a Halloween tale? I've been working on this today. I'm so excited about it. All right, let me... Let's see. Pull this up. Need my chat window. I may have to turn that fire off. It is squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Okay, it is the Halloween tale story time, so I am going to see about getting started on this. Hopefully this works out the way I planned. Okie dokie. So I'm sorry Bella wasn't with us tonight, you guys. She wanted to be in the bedroom with Daddy. She just wasn't going to have it. Here we go. All right. All right. So, I'm going to tell you guys a story about the jack-o'-lantern, how it came to be, the history of the jack-o'-lantern. So, a far cry from the grinning pumpkins of Halloween today, the original folklore version of jack-o'-lanterns, named for jack-o'-lantern of the Irish myth, were actually quite terrifying. They were carved from turnips or beets rather than festive orange pumpkins and were intended to ward off unwanted visitors. As the tale goes, a man called Stingy Jack invited the devil for a drink and convinced him to shapeshift. He tricked the devil a couple of times doing this, and the first time he asked him to not take his soul and leave him alone for a year, and the second time he tricked him and shapeshifted him and trapped him, he said he was going to leave him alone for another 10 years and never take his soul. Well, when Jack died, God wouldn't allow him into heaven, and the devil wouldn't allow him into hell. He was instead sent into the eternal night with a burning coal inside a carved-out turnip to light his way. He's been roaming the earth ever since. The Irish began to refer to this spooky figure as Jack of the Lantern, which then became Jack-o'-lantern. Once this became a Halloween tradition, jack-o'-lanterns were used as guides for people dressed in costume. When the Irish and the Scots immigrated to America, they brought the tradition with them, and they found that pumpkins native to America made perfect fruits for carving. So pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns have been a part of Halloween festivities ever since. Okay. That's the story of the jack-o'-lantern. It came from the Irish. Did y'all like those pumpkins? I wanted to give y'all some pumpkin ideas for carving. They had some links on them as well, some websites. So, if you want me to, I can always try to put it back up if you're interested. Did y'all like that? Spiders. Oh, my husband hates spiders. Those were some pretty cool pumpkins, were they not? I mean, some of those were some very imaginative pumpkins. do, do y'all like to carve pumpkins, or do you paint your pumpkins? I have done both. Um, I like to do both. But if you go to that Women's Day link, they give you all kinds of cool tips on how to keep your pumpkins fresh for longer. I think I wrote down some of the tips. Let's see. Things I never even thought of. Yes, here we go. So, of course, they would recommend painting versus carving. And then they say to use the flameless candles and not real candles because it kind of like bakes them from the inside when you use the real candles. They also recommend that you spray it with like a bleach and water combination. You spray it with that each day. That helps keep it moist. Oh yeah, and when you put it out for the very first time, if it's carved, you rub petroleum jelly all over it. That helps hold in the moisture. And then of course you spray it like that. And then they say like bring it in at night and soak it in water for, the whole night, or don't leave it out in the snow and things like that. And so it was some pretty interesting tips. Yeah, the spider on the very last one, that was very pretty. I know, Nikki, that was so pretty. And I picked designs that were not like actually weren't that difficult to make, didn't cost that much as well. I thought they were pretty good. My neighbor chipped out just a place for the eyes, nose, and mouth and let his chickens carve the pumpkin. Do they do a good job, Phoebe? Oh, see, I'm sorry to hear that. And hello, by the way. Y'all don't get, hopefully, nobody gets their house toilet paper rolled either. Gosh, yeah. I think I talked about that in the last stream. All right, guys. So we're coming up on an hour pretty soon. I have one more thing that I wanted to share with you. All right, so let's see. Okay, so it's going to take a second to get to it. So where are we? We were talking about carving pumpkins. Those chicken carved pumpkins were better than what I could do. I like the skeletons. What is y'all's favorite Halloween decoration? Like witches, pumpkins, skeletons, ghosts? Do you like the scary themes, or, do you like the friendlier, cuter type of themes? Oh my gosh, Carol. Wow. That's pretty amazing that you were able to find that kind of history out. That is, wow, that was a long time ago. Long time ago. Okay, I'm going to put those last couple of pictures up for you guys, and then when it starts, I have some special pumpkin carvings I found, and I put together a presentation to see if y'all can guess who they are. Nikki, there's your spider. Ghost and skeleton. Pumpkins, skeletons. I like, kind of like witches. And the pumpkins. Alright, we're about to start on our special next surprise. Here we are. See if you can guess who these people are. This is from Sean Feeney. He is an incredible artist. Rapper in the 80s. My name is MCA. Died in 2012. Anybody? You have to be quick. I used to love this music. Really, really did. Any guessers? The Beastie Boys are keeping it alive. Yes, the Beastie Boys. Oh, we really rocked out to some Beastie Boys back in the day. Here's the next one. Musician and singer, popular from the 70s to 90s, or made music from the 70s and 90s, and he was a rebel. Died in 2016. They're kind of hard to, I know they're difficult to guess. They are kind of difficult to guess. Not a clue. The David Bowie, guys. You know, do you guys know who David Bowie is? He was quite the figure. He was very he dressed, and oh gosh, he was pretty interesting. Last one. Here we go. Famous singer, songwriter, dancer from the 60s to the 90s. You guys should be able to get this one. He was bad and quite the thriller. Died in 2009. I know y'all can get this one. Because he's thriller night. Y'all gonna stop coming to my streams because I like to sing and I sound so terrible. Yes, Michael Jackson. So those pumpkins are probably the most detailed thing I've ever seen come out of an artist, I have to say. So I guess that concludes my stream tonight. I hope y'all had a good time with the stories and the pumpkin guessing games and, you know, all kinds of farm pass stuff going on. Phoebe preferred Oh, Phoebe, did you play basketball or you just like to watch them play basketball? You're welcome, Peter. Well, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you so much. And I will not be streaming this weekend because I'm streaming tonight. I may be changing to a different day, but I will keep y'all tuned. Quite the athlete, Phoebe. Good night, everybody. I'm sure I'll see you in some other streams. And please don't forget to visit me anytime. And I have to say my signature saying, okay? Y'all come back now. Peace.